Howdy guys, good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. Hope all of you are having a great day. I have an exciting garage update for you as well as some bad news. Both of my supercars, my most expensive vehicles, whatever you want to call them, they are both broken and all the cheap junk is working fine. But let me start with the Denali. As you'll see here, the Denali is gone. It's at the paint shop getting some paint and I can't wait to show you guys how that's going to turn out. And then after that, it's going straight from paint and straight from the body shop to Dirty Diesels for the lift kit and wheels and tires. While that truck is gone, so that's the Denali update, while that truck is gone, I do still have the Ram TRX. I figured I would keep that until the Denali is done. That way, in the meantime, while that truck is gone getting all of its stuff, I will have a truck to drive and to haul stuff if I need it. So the TRX still here, but won't be here forever because it doesn't make sense for me to have two trucks. And quite frankly, I can't afford it. That doesn't make any sense. Still trying to build this house at some point. And there will be a big family channel update on the house live by the time you see this, I think. So check out the family channel, Mike and Gina, if you haven't already. Our goal was to hit 100K subs by 2024. And we are 3/4 of the way. If you want to make that happen, I don't think it will, but all help is appreciated. Check it out. There will be a link down below, but you can search Mike and Gina and it will pop up. So those are the truck updates. The baby Ram is at PDW. Yes, that PDW, the same one from back in the day with Shane, the diesel mechanic. We are still friends and I get a lot of my work done there, but I haven't filmed over there because it hasn't been any work that's like really exciting or film worthy, but we still talk. He's doing very well. And the baby Ram had a grinding noise in the front end. It sounded like it wasn't like 100% healthy. The tire popped off the wheel. And I tried to air it back up and we got it mounted for the off-roading clip. If you didn't see that upload, by the way, tons of fun. But we got the tire back on there and then by the time I got home, it was flat and it was kind of like off again. Tried to put air in it, it was not accepting air, so something is going on, needs to be like properly remounted, and Shane is doing that as well as checking out that front end noise, which hopefully isn't anything bad, but to be honest, if it is, I can't blame that truck. I put that truck through some insane abuse in that mud pit, and as far as I know, it's not broken at all. Mustang, the last vehicle outside here, the Mustang, doing well and just waiting for the Whipple. That car has been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it. That car brought me back to drag racing after like 5 years, and it's a great car. It really is a fun car, but it needs more power. The good news is I hear the Whipple should be ready in January. So we're close now. The Whipple should be ready and it's gonna make over 800 wheel. I can go with the E85 setup because I have E all around where I live. So that car will be really fun. And the plan is to trailer it down to Florida to Lethal Performance and get all that done. Maybe ship the car, depends on what my life looks like at that point. But either way, that is the plan with the Mustang. No immediate changes, just waiting for the Whipple. But the content has done really well with that car. I was blown away by how well the videos have done. I've been having a great time, and that's the plan on the Mustang. And the Blazer is at PDW as well. So that is all the trucks and the Mustang. Now moving on to the ones here in the garage. This is where the bad news comes in. And then I do have one piece of exciting, really exciting, big news for you. But we gotta cover the bad news first. And here is the deal. So the wheels, you'll notice they are different. And the truth is I loved the carbon. I had carbon barrel Brixtons on it, and I loved the rear. I thought that was super cool, but the front, over time, as time went on, I hated it. I thought the front was really ugly. At first, I was like, it's kind of cool race car-ish, but the more I looked at it, the more I didn't like it. So I took those off. Luckily, I can change the face of the wheels. You know, I could go with a different setup maybe, or a different face, but that's the good news. I don't have to replace the full carbon barrel. It's a two-piece wheel. I can put a new face on the barrel, which that's really good because as you can imagine, the carbon barrel that's the expensive part. They were like, I don't know, 12 or 14 grand. So I didn't like them. Figured I'd put stock ones back on, but different ones. These were not the ones that came on the car. So still different for me, a change up, but a stock SVJ wheel. Funny enough, these were the ones that were on John Turner's car back in the day that I was storing for him in my shed. And I said, you know what, put them on. So also with the wheels, one of the front tires had a leak. It was flat and I put air in it, and about a week went by, sure enough, it was flat again. So I got that changed, and I figured to be safe, being a high performance all-wheel drive car, I would get 2 new ones, because why not? Just get 2, do it right. So I had 2 new tires put on the front, and the one wheel was actually bent a little bit. Thanks, John. But he didn't know that. And I figured, okay, well, while it's getting all that done, might as well get an oil change too, because I don't know when the last one was done. The car doesn't have a whole lot of miles on it. Maybe it never got done. So I put, like a responsible owner, I put the oil change on there too. Now, keep in mind, between the 2 tires, the wheel fix, and the oil change, I'm already at like $2,000. An oil change alone in one of these is over $1,000. I know, it's crazy, but it gets worse, because while the car was up on the lift for the oil change, they discovered the water pump was leaking, and that, well, you need that to drive if you want to be safe and do it right and make sure the car is in proper working order. That's a $6K job on its own. So now I'm in $8 to $10,000 on this car for repairs. Luckily, those are the only things that I have to fix. Crossing my fingers on that one, but it could be worse. Luckily, that's it for now. And then I was driving the ZR1 today. Everything was going well until this happened. All right, well, I don't have my GoPro, but I got the phone cam, and there you can see the issue. Everything keeps cutting out, going full dark, and then the gas gauge, all the gauges go to 0, which is interesting. I haven't encountered this before, but you know, ZR1 not doing so good, I guess. And then one time the message did pop up, battery charge issue. So I'm sure it's battery related, alternator related. It's not a big deal. It's not like the car is broken, but something is going on here. Well, luckily it's driving okay. Now this started about 10 minutes into my drive. I was already on the highway, so I figured I might as well go where I'm going, and if it doesn't start again, whatever, I'll get the trailer and come back. But it started up again, and I have no reason to believe it won't make it home, but yeah, we'll have to work on that one. I don't know, I'm guessing because the car sat for a long time when John had it, John the winner, down in North Carolina. I was driving it though, here and there, and it was doing fine. It has been cold, that could be it, but I'm thinking it's a bigger problem because it didn't go away as I kept driving, it got worse. So if it was, you know, a battery charge issue, normally driving it would charge it up. That didn't happen though, so it could be alternator related, could be battery, it could be something else, I don't know, but that happened. Anyway, like I said at the beginning though, my 2 expensive supercars are broken and everything else is working pretty well. The baby Ram might have a small issue, but that's understandable. These don't do anything and they break. They sit here and they break, which maybe it's my fault. I need to drive them more, although the SVJ I have driven quite a bit. The Urus also working fine, and that will conclude the garage update on vehicles that are here now. Now though, for the one that's not here yet, the Cybertruck, I have one locked in. I am 99% sure it's going to work. The weird thing is, and I want one, to be clear, not because I want to buy an EV. Like, I don't want to be a Tesla owner, I'm not that guy, but I do like the Cybertruck because it's what everyone's talking about. There's so much hype around it, and someone needs to actually do truck things with it. Someone needs to jump it. Someone needs to possibly shoot it. Somebody needs to take it to Roush Creek. Like, those things need to happen, and I feel like I'm the right guy for the job. Now, I'm sure Whistling Diesel is going to get one as well, but his videos might be more focused on complete destruction. Mine won't be complete destruction. I'm actually going to test it and see what it can do. You know, can it do the same things a Ram TRX does, for example? So the cool part is though, I've got it locked in and it should be built very soon. If not, like, it might be getting built right now. It might be happening like imminently, because the person, and I won't name names, but who ordered it, got it when it first came out. Like, he was night of release, he put his name down. The only weird thing is with Tesla on the Cybertruck, they claim they will sue people if you try to sell it before a certain amount of time, I guess. Now they're saying they'll sue you for 50 G's. I don't know the legality on that, but I don't want to go against Tesla. He doesn't want to go against Tesla. Nobody wants to go against Elon Musk, right? So the weird thing is, you got to figure out, like, can I just buy the reservation, or can I work out a deal? I think we have it worked out though. The cool part is I got one that is for sure being built very early, and I should be able to get my hands on it one way or another, whether I have to be the owner on paper or not. Either way, I've got one, and we are locked in on the Cybertruck. So hopefully it gets built very soon, and we can get to work with that. I'm actually pumped. Again, not that I want an EV. I'm not an EV guy, but it's such a bizarre vehicle. It's so freaking weird. I don't think it's going to age well. I think once the hype dies, like nobody's gonna buy it. Maybe people will love it. However, I feel like they already tried this in the car world with the DeLorean, and even all these years later, for like a mint DeLorean, they're worth like 40 G's. It's not, they never, even with that cult classic movie, Back to the Future, it never became a collectible really. And I don't think the Cybertruck is, because realistically, who wants to drive that? Like, you can say that it doesn't matter what a vehicle looks like, but it kind of does, right? Nobody wants to drive like a hideously ugly vehicle, and that thing is just ugly. But maybe it'll be futuristic enough that people will like it. I don't know. But either way, I'm pumped. It's so bizarre. It's so unique. And so far, it looks like it's not very good off-road. And those are on like very basic dirt hills. Wait until you see what I'm going to do. If you thought the baby ram in the mud pit was great, Cybertruck. So that's all I got for you. No giveaway ads at all. No merch plugs, no giveaway ads, because no giveaway is going on. But I should have the winners back for the Trail Boss and the C6 ZR1 any day now. And I made my final decision on when I'm calling. I'm calling the day after Christmas. I was going to call Christmas morning, but Gina brought up a great point, and I said this in the last upload. This is why you need a smart woman in your life, because she is going to think of things that you don't. She said, well, number one, Christmas is all about family. Do you want to have people waiting around the phone? Do you want to have people focused on something else? That's a great point. Number two is, if they win, the two people that win, potentially one, but more likely it's going to be two people that win, one for each vehicle. Do you want all of the other family members and friends who got them presents to feel bad? Because, the car and the truck is going to upstage that a little bit, and that's another great point. So I am officially calling the day after Christmas at 2 p.m. And it'll be a little different though, because we're calling the first one at 2 p.m. We'll start. And then that phone call might take, it doesn't take long, maybe 5-10 minutes. And then we'll call the next one. So if you don't get the call at 2, you might get the one at like 2:10 or 2:15. So don't throw the phone away if you don't get the call right at 2, because we are doing 2 calls on the same day. It should be awesome. 2 people are going to have a double holiday. They're going to have normal Christmas and then the street speed Christmas when I call the next day. So hope y'all enjoyed this little garage update. If you did, give this upload a big thumbs up. Take care and have a great night.